So, hey guys, Chaucer here, and yeah, I'm making this video to give a bit of a spotlight to the new poll that has been done by Solaris. He is the owner of the database, which is super good, very good resource, especially if you play JP, since there's no real other way to get all the information about the units. But yeah, for a while now, he has been compiling quality of life changes that people want, and a lot of these have happened eventually. It doesn't mean that these lists have any impact, but yeah, it's still good to like voice our opinion as a community about what we think are important or not. So yeah, you can find this post on Reddit, and it takes you to a vote where you can select 9 options. So yeah, let's take a look. I've already done this, but I thought we go through all of these to some extent, and I'll also highlight the ones I personally think are important. Like, this will be very different from person to person. So basically, the question is, what change would you most want to see in One Piece Treasure Cruise? And you can pick up to 9. First, we have crit limit break ability guaranteed against type advantages and not RNG based. I love that. Let's be honest, the crit limit break actually sucks unless it's guaranteed. So any way to make it guaranteed makes it infinitely better. That said, I don't think it's a top 9 change for me. Revamp of Ray League Shop. I'll put that for now. Ray League Shop is very underwhelming, both on global and JP. Ray points low value. I think it'd be good for Bandai to increase the value, like make stuff like CC and stuff permanent. And I'm not talking these 1 CC you can buy, like proper CC packs and stuff. For example, can be other stuff too. Make request in Kisna autocomplete if you have passed that level already yourself. I can see that making his stuff easier, but I feel like Kizuna is already easy enough. New method to get limit break materials. I think it's fine as is. I can see others put that, but for me it's not a big priority. Crew log revamp. I don't use the crew log personally because it gets deleted when I have too little space. So yeah, I'm sure others will like it, but I don't care myself. Favorite saving across data transfers. I know that sucks for many, especially on Android. I've not had that issue myself. I might have that issue if I change iPad, but I think I can just recreate my iPad and it will keep it. So yeah, not a big issue for me. Filter based on support effects, for sure. I hate going to the database to check support effects. I'd love to be able to do that in game. Would be a massive quality of life change. 2x token, 2x drop in Kisuna. As said, I think Kisuna is fine as is. Like the actual mode, Kisuna has issues. I just don't think it needs to be easier. Search, filter by tags, apply tags to character. Yeah, for sure. I'm crossing out this one. Anything to make finding units easier is a good thing. It's really lacking in One Piece Treasure Cruise. When we added the search system, it helped a lot. It still annoys me to death. Like, you can't search Shanks to find Red Hair Pirates. You can't search Capone to find the Kisna Beige unit, for example. Yeah, it's super dumb. But yeah, adding tags, so you can like color mark units, you can sort the units by those who are tagged the same way, will help a lot. Making power-up system more streamlined, yeah, sure. I don't think it's a huge priority though. Increase power-up feed to 20, same there. Nice, but not a big priority. PvP versus friends, yeah, for sure. It's like the big thing PvP needs, like actually being able to playtest your team without spending gems, and using your friend list for that is like the perfect example. It's how it's done in the only other gacha I play, which is Fire Emblem Heroes, like in the game mode Aether Raids there, which is the closest to a PvP mode you can get in that game. You can challenge your friends. They can disable it if you want, but the functionality is there. I'd love it in OPTC 2. Select starting dual unit before adventure. I'm close to this one, but I think there are more important ones. I don't think it's a quality of life feature either, so I won't pick it. But yeah, especially with super swap being a thing now, I'd love this option since yeah, it's one of the big issues with super swap that you can't select who you start with, and it will make the feature a lot better. Double tap as stack of manuals to automatically select the maximum amount of feed. Like, yeah, it sounds good, but I can't say it annoys me a lot. Disable adventure tips at the end of the adventure. I never even considered that. Like, I heard that some are annoyed by it, but I just don't even notice it personally. Colorblind accessibility. I think when I put my in, I put it here. Like, it doesn't affect me personally, but I just think that this should be a common sense feature. Like, it should just be in every game, really. Toggle option for animation skip. Is this about the last tap on JP? Because I think they added that. I'm not sure what this is. Facilities for duplicating drops, boosting experience or belly, gain formations and improving existing facilities. Yeah, I'm pretty close to pressing this. I just feel like I still have a lot of other stuff to invest in, but of course, when I don't have anything to invest in, I'd love more facilities and like improving current facilities for sure. Show amount of item obtained from chests in icon instead of in text. I don't care too much about that. Support for dual versus units. I don't think that's needed. More consistent manual targeting system. Yeah, sure, it would be cool if there was some way to make it a bit more accessible. At the same time, manual targets change is like one of the few very skillful elements this game has. So I don't think we need to nerf the skill ceiling of this game. Most of the time we don't need manual target either. What I will say is that I think Bandai should improve the manual target, like the order and such, when you tap units, because sometimes it just doesn't make sense at all. I love evolved units to use unevolved art. Yeah, sure. I don't care though. Damage testing maps. Yeah, like if you could customize, but I don't think it's a big priority. Login rewards improve with login days. Yeah, I think it should be like that, but since I'm a relative new myself, I can't say it's something I care a lot about. Buffing rainbow orbs to count as any orb for special barrier. I'm actually against this. I've been talking about this with people on Discord. Like, on paper, it sounds logical. My main issue is that it ignores context, and the context is that all units with rainbow orbs are great. Like, the two Shirahoshi and Manshiri units are both busted units, with or without rainbow orbs. And then we have the Shirahoshi legend, who isn't that great, but she does give rainbow orbs to everybody at the start of the quests. That's pretty great. And I just feel like there's no reason to buff these units. Sure, it will make sense to make this change, but these units do not need a buff. So yeah, no, I'm against that. Tablet proof friendship and rumble on the flags. Success effect rates are affected by special skill up events. No. Don't make people have to second guess when or when not to use these items. Like, if we do one skill up event, we need to think, I need to save them for the next one. I can't use my tablets, I can't use my support items, whatever. No, the fix to this is giving more items, not increasing the skill up level. Version parity. Like, if we move closer to JP, we'll have parity. We're moving towards that, so yeah. Sockets buffing. I think sockets are fine. Improve friend captain, guest captain system, increase friend limit list. I agree with both. I feel strongly about this. It's one of the bigger issues, I'd say. Mainly, guest captain is a buff. Like, it should really reflect. I feel it should reflect your own unit, like at least the limit break. Then the investment can be minimum, but at least the same limit break. So if you limit break expand a legend, you can always find a friend captain or I guess captain with the same limit break expansion, because otherwise all these meme 6+ legends will never see any real use. And of course, increasing friend list is just good since it gives you more friend captains to use. So yeah, I'm all for that. Effect text consistency. Yeah, I'm a big fan of consistency, but not that big fan, so it's top 9. Mark units for auto feed. I don't care. Improve visibility of requests in Kizuna. Pretty borderline for me. Like, it's pretty important, but like, it works the way it works. I haven't cared too much about that. Accept all mail and accept all shop map mission rewards for sure. I hate treasure map finishing and having to open 60 mails or whatever. It's so archaic, to say the least. They need to make an overhaul of this sometime. Pyramidal flags as a slider. Yeah, for sure. It's super annoying. Bulk download, don't care. Retry original mission after invasion. I can see why they want that. So you can keep the friend captain you use if you don't own a unit, but yeah, I don't feel strongly for it, but yeah, I think it should be like that. Show buff, debuff numerical values on tooltip. Yeah, it would be nice. I don't really look at numbers much myself during battles. Ship rework. If this was a top 20, I picked that, but I think there are more important stuff. Smarter support. No idea what that means. Language options for German, Italian, Spanish. I think it should be happen, but I don't think this is quality of life. Auto-clearing encounters on treasure map after first clear or navigation level 1. I'm against this, unless we actually get all the drops with the auto-clear, which I doubt it will work. So yeah, I'm against any treasure map change that means less rewards from treasure map, and the way I read this is that it's less rewards. Retiring all the legends as Sugoreers and limit available legends on Sugofest. I don't agree with this. They should still be around. I think the 10 legend system we have now is pretty good. Like some newer legends, some older ones, some very old ones. And of course the older legends will be more rare since there's a lot more older legends, and the newer legends will be more common on Sugos. I think it's fine as it is. Refresh friend captains without restarting game or restart turn without restarting game. I actually missed this when I voted, so I would have liked voting this. Like, I do feel like it makes sense how it is though, since you shouldn't be encouraged to rely on friend captains and such. Like, restarting should have a penalty. Quotation marks. More robust auto systems, more programmable to make some slightly tedious contests autoable. Yeah, if this was top 20 I picked that, but there's definitely more pressing issues. Reducing animation time on animations, I don't care. Select team first when starting an adventure. I think it's perfectly fine how we go to adventures as it works now, since like you pick a team, you can select a friend captain, and then you can change team before starting. I think it's fine. Revamp snails. Like, yeah, sure, show me where the snails are so I don't have to look, but otherwise increase the rate for meat. That's it, I guess. Fixing lag. I play on iOS. I have no lag, except for the like global lag compared to JP and Korea, but that's just living in not Japan or Korea. Dedicated Kisna team slots. I don't think it's needed. Sending out of season limited characters and limit break material sets in the medal exchange. Big yes. This is my number 1. I hate how useless the medal shop is for people who pay money, basically. Like, it's a great feature, it's just have no value for me. Like, for me, medals have the same value as berries. They really need to improve the medal exchange. Like, limited characters or limited materials, one or the other or both will be amazing buffs. Revamp of TM. I know many will pick that, but I'm fine with TM. Increased storage for LB materials. I know many will pick that too, but I don't need that personally. I think other stuff are more important. Mass use of Kizuna tickets, for sure, especially when or if we get Alliance Kizuna on Global, since it's basically the return of Team Kizuna. And yeah, using Kizuna tickets on Team Kizunas is a nightmare, so. Let me see how many I picked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, those are the ones I will have picked. I've already made this, I won't send this. But yeah, let me know what you think. I implore you to do this as well. Like, it might not mean anything, but it's always good to reach a consensus, a community about changes you like to see. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.